In this video, I want to talk about these two bikes behind me that I've been riding for about 6 months, but I also want to touch on how budget bikes have really gotten good. Let's get into it. So first off, if you don't recognize either of these bikes, this one is the Primos Mono, and this one is the Primos Dame. Primos is a new brand. They're out of Portland, Oregon, run by two really cool guys, and they sent both of these bikes to me. I'll be upfront about that. But they said, just take them, do what you want. So I did first look videos on them, but I haven't really touched them since then or let anyone know what I think. I've definitely been riding them. So just as a quick overview, both these bikes are 4130 chromoly, double butted on both of those, which gives you a really great ride feel. They both also have microshift drivetrains. The Dame is currently not running that. It's running a wheel-top GEX drivetrain, just for review purposes, while the Mono is running the Microshift Advent X, and that is still on there. Both frames also have quite a few mounts. You can see they've got 3-pack mounts on the forks. The Dame has a few more things, I would say, because it's got the top tube 3-pack right here and the bottle mounts. The Mono still has rack mounts on the back and bottle mounts. It's just missing your top tube mounts up here, but both are still very capable of carrying whatever you want. Another thing they both share is the wheel size. So they're both running 27.5 setups. The Dame has got a 700 by 50, but it's the Continental Terra hard pack. So they are actually a pretty fast tire for hard pack things. A little iffy when you get into looser things, but generally I really like those. You get a little bit more traction from the larger size. Over on this side, we're running a 27.5 by 2.25 Cross King, which is a cross-country tire. I'll start off with going over specifics of the Mono. This bike is their flat bar, everyday adventure type of a bike, and back to basics. As I said, it's running the Microshift Advent X drivetrain with a 48-tooth granny gear. The chainring is pretty big up front, and that's more to make it better for some of your everyday stuff, so flatter terrain, but I'll talk more about this. I have taken this mountain biking quite a few times. Do I wish that chainring is a little smaller? Yes. Luckily, it's direct mount, so easy to swap out and lots of options out there. Brakes, it's usually running the Shimano MT200s, but I have it swapped out for some wheel-top MA3000s right now. Again, a review thing. The MT200s are reliable and they're fine. The geometry on this is actually pretty great for the purpose of it. It's got a 617 effective top tube and a 603 stack. That's not crazy high or anything, but with it being a little bit shorter, and now that I've added these Jones bars with 2.5 inches of rise, super upright position. The stock bars are still great. They have quite a bit of rise, but I gotta tinker. So swapped it out for that. It's got a 71-degree head tube and a 72-degree seat tube. You're not looking at a modern mountain bike or anything, but that geometry makes it a much better all-rounder, a little bit more fun on some of the flatter terrain. The price on this is $799, which is incredible. That's amazing. However, people are gonna say, well, yeah, it's $799. It's got quick release dropouts. As much as I love through axles, quick release is totally fine. We rode them for literally decades. So it's not the end of the world, especially on a bike like this, especially at a price point like this. The Dame, on the other hand, does have through axles. The Dame is their drop bar gravel bike, and it's definitely reflected in the geometry. This is a 560 effective top tube, so it's a large, or a 56 centimeter, but the stack is 573. So it's pretty dang low, at least for what I like. Some people will like that. As you can see, I've put some taller handlebars on there. These are the Red Shift top shelf bars. I just wanted it to bring it up because it's more comfortable. Otherwise, you do get a lot of comfort from two things. One, the double-butted frame. Really good ride quality on this, especially at $899. And that's also helped out, of course, by these chunkier tires right here. It also, aside from that, has a pretty snappy geometry is how I describe it. 72-degree head tube, 74-degree seat tube, and 425 chainstays. So it's nice and compact. it just makes for a really lively ride. Overall, I've just been super impressed with these bikes, especially that they both come in under $1,000. And to me, it just shows that Primos, first of all, they did a great job over there with some of the things that they chose for these and in their design. But it's also a trend that I've seen in budget bikes lately. And it just shows me that it's not all about having medium or high-end components and the greatest frame material and all of these different things. But if you bring together a whole bunch of decent stuff and maybe spend a little bit extra on the things that matter the most, you can end up with a really great bike. I've put several hundred miles between these two bikes, and they've been reliable and comfortable and capable. And I just keep thinking, this is awesome. Like, I've recommended them to people that have asked me for something that they could ride on some trails or on dirt roads or just around town. And I would highly recommend both of these because they don't break the bank and they are reliable. They're going to work and they're going to be fun to ride. Now, obviously, I have made a few component swaps, or more than a few to some of you. But when it really comes down to it, I was thinking, what would I actually change? Because some of these are for review purposes. On the Dame, if I just got something with more rise, whether that was through a different stem or different bars like these, and on the Mono, if I just probably got a dropper post, honestly, or maybe the handlebars, because I like really upright riding positions. I would be so happy with either of these bikes, and I'd come in at under $1,000. So I just have made these mine, but it's cool because it's easy to do that, both because they make it easy. There's nothing weird or proprietary. There's no internal cable routing, but it's also easy because it's easy on your wallet. If I had to pick between these two bikes, which I would get personally, I would definitely go with the Mono. I've connected with this more. It actually kind of gives me some Jones SWB vibes, just without plus tires. If it ran plus tires, this would be just a bike I would recommend to a ton of people. But I've connected with it more because I like to be able to jump on different trails and not really plan and just go ride and see what I can handle on it. And with the dropper, with the higher handlebars, all that, I've been having a lot of fun on actual mountain bike trails. So this is the one I'd pick. But the Dame, if you're looking for a drop bar bike, it's also great. And especially if you're looking for one that is steel and can haul stuff and has through axles and is generally reliable. I know this has been a little bit all over the place. I mostly just wanted to get my thoughts out on how these two bikes have really impressed me and how budget bikes seem to just be getting better and better. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Be sure to go check these bikes out. I've linked those down in the description. And yeah, hopefully you can get out and ride today or go do something fun. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.